What's up, boaters? It's Vadim from La Roma Yachts. In this video, I want to go through what a typical 2 hour or a 4 hour half day or an 8 hour day charter looks like for us at La Roma Yachts in Key West. This goes for any of the yachts, either if you take Grand Admiral, somewhere, Atlantia, it doesn't matter. This would be the same thing for all the yachts. I just want to go through with this with you. What does it look like when we take you out? What are you going to do? What can you expect to see? So the shortest type of yacht charter that we have is a sunset cruise. This is when you catch one of the most famous Key West sunsets. And I can tell you that in Key West, the sunsets, they're really unique and special. The sunrises too. I think it's based off where the location of Key West is on the planet. It's the location of Key West and how close it is to the equator. And that's what makes the sunsets and the sunrises so special there. They're just glorious. This is an example of one of them. And we can incorporate this not only in the 2 hour cruise, but into any cruise. And so what we would do is we would just return towards the end of the day. Like we have an upcoming 4 hour charter coming up for a group of 4 people. They want to see the sunset at the end of the cruise. So we'll just be coming back towards 7:30 so they can see the sunset. So if you want to do a sunset as part of your charter, just let us know and we'll time it that way so that when we're on the way back, we're coming and catching that sunset. Dolphins is another highlight, of course, of our charters. They are pretty common to see. I can say with confidence that every time I go out on one of our boats, I see a few dolphins poking their heads out and saying hello from the waters of Key West. So they are pretty common out there. They're a common sight to see. So this is a great part of our charters when you get to catch some of the dolphins jumping out of the water and saying hello. Snorkeling also is great. This is something where we're getting now more into the 4 hour, which is a half day, or up to an 8 hour full day experience. That will give us enough time to anchor at one of the many beautiful reefs all around the waters of Key West. And our captains will decide where is the best one to go to based off the tide, based off the weather conditions, based off how much time we have. Obviously, the longer charter that you book, the more expensive it is, but the more time you have to do swimming and snorkeling. On a 2 hour charter, it wouldn't really give us enough time. A 2 hour charter, the main highlight is just the sunset, spending a little bit of time with your friends and family. But once we start going into 4 to 8 hour or more, we have plenty of time to do things like snorkeling and fishing as well. So this is a picture of the Dry Tortugas National Park, one of the most famous areas near Key West. And we get asked all the time if we can go out here. We can go here, and we have taken people here on our boat charters, but 8 hours isn't enough to safely get there and back. This is something that we do as part of an overnight charter. If you're interested in that, we can certainly schedule it for you and get that on our books. Just let us know if that's exactly the destination that you want to do. We do take people there, but we have to do it as part of an overnight as opposed to just a day trip. Like I mentioned, fishing, some of the things that people like to do is get on the paddle boards, maybe go snorkeling, and then also fishing. We're not a fishing charter company per se. We're more of a leisure tours company, but some people do like to either bring their own fishing gear or use our fishing gear to do some just light fishing off the boat. Now, this is one of the most common things that people really like to do for fun. This is an example of one of the sandbars in Key West. These are areas where the water is really, really shallow and you can get out. Usually we have to take you there with the dinghy, which is the small boat that's on the back of the catamaran, because our boat wouldn't be able to anchor here. It's just way too shallow of water. We're talking like up to your shins. It's not very deep, but this water is great for just getting out and you can hang out on the sand. One of the things that's unique about Key West is there's not a lot of beaches there. It's for being a place in the tropics, it doesn't really have a lot of beaches, but what you do have there is all these tons of these sandbars that you can get to by boat, get out and walk around, swim, snorkel, hang out on the sand. There's nothing there. There's no industry. There's nothing built there. It's all natural. You're just in nature with your friends and family. It's really beautiful. And this is like another example of one of those sandbars. Of someone standing there, it's just surrounded by water and these little patches of sand that you can step on. It's really a cool, unique experience, something that's characteristic of the Florida Keys. So let me know what questions you have. Ultimately, every charter is customized to you between you and our captain. You tell them what you want, and they'll get you what they can do safely and in the allotted time of your charter. The more time that you book with us, the more things you can experience, things like fishing and snorkeling, swimming, more leisure time. So I always recommend going between 4 and 8 hour if you have a lot of things to do. If you want to just take in a sunset and go for something really quick, either before dinner, before going out on the town, then a 2 hour sunset cruise is perfect for that. So it really just depends what you want. If you have questions, I'm always available to answer your questions as well as take your reservations for your charter. That's vadim@laromayachts.com. Go to laromayachts.com for more information. I'll leave all of this stuff in the description so you can contact me and book your charter today. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.